All right, guys. So just give me 1 second. Yep, everything is all good, all good. All right, let's begin the show. Okay, so MyQFX platform, as I said to you, your gateway to practical forex training and real-time market analysis. All right, so let's do the basic homework. I'm just going to read the second paragraph. You can take the picture and read it. So we are not affiliated with, nor we do represent any security broker, dealer, or investment company. We are not licensed or qualified to provide investment advisory. Any trading decision we share are for information purpose only and should not be taken as financial or investment advice. It is important to verify all information independently, and any action you take based on that information are entirely your own responsibility. All right, so let's move on. All right, let's look at the chart first. Okay, so we're going to see here, before we look at the charts, we're going to look at upcoming news. Okay, so today we had this data is being released, and I'll show you how we analyze the market based on this data and how we help our traders to manage a very decent profit. Okay, so let's look at the upcoming data. So upcoming data tomorrow, we don't have any high impact news, but we do have a medium impact news. And that's the German info business climate. So let's look at the important one. So we're gonna quick jump into the chart. Okay, Wednesday we have a CPI data is coming for Aussie dollar, and we haven't had they do not give us any forecast information, but the data previous was 2.5. We'll see if when the current data is going to release, we'll see and we compare. If it's good, then probably it's going to be a good sign for the Aussie dollar, otherwise negative. We have 7 a.m. London time, CPI data year by year. That's expected slightly lower than the previous one, which is a negative sign for the cable pound. We have annual budget releases coming on Wednesday for the pound dollar. So probably going to have some nice volatility on pound dollar. We're going to look at the chart in a minute now. We have Thursday, we have a final GDP quarter by quarter, expected 2.4 versus 2.3, which is good sign for the dollar. We have unemployment claims slightly higher than the previous one, which is the negative for the dollar. If depends when the data is going to come. So we need to pay attention to detail, and when the data is going to come here. So we have to look at this data when the data is going to come here, and real data based on this one and based on this one. We'll see here if the data is higher, then that's the negative sign for the dollar. So if the data is low, it's good sign for the dollar. And Friday we have retail sales coming from pound dollar, which is as expected 0.-3, which is negative, not good sign for the cable. Then we have GDP data is coming month by month for the CAD. We don't have any forecast. We have a price index month by month expected exactly the same. Okay, just to recap how we trade based on the news, as I'm just going to repeat some information just to help the traders, probably the trader who are new. We look at every single day, we look at the news, what kind of news is coming about to release. Then we look at the price chart and look at the, trying to coordinate, or if the price is moving according to the base of the fundamental data which is released, then we look at the opportunity. So for example, today we have this data, we have seen this data came for the euro, and we have a mixed data. You can see here we have a positive data, negative data, then we have positive and negative, then we have a pound dollar data came out, that's negative, that's positive, then the dollar data came out positive, negative, and positive. So when we have this mixed data, how we analyze the the charts, and how we analyze the opportunities based on this information. These are information is very important for us. We always pay attention to detail for this one, and then we analyze the market in a high time frame. Being an intraday, we mainly look at the 4-hour chart and develop our bias and trend, and then look for opportunity in intraday. So last week we had when on Monday we started from here. As mentioned last week, that after this impulsive, I'm expecting sorry, I'm expecting some correction and then one more push to the downside, which you can see here. The price developed a beautiful pullback. Short trade was developed, and after that, price refused to stay below this level. So I'm going to give you some price action information here while I'm doing this live analysis, just to help you to understand, and we're going to develop some future opportunities too. Okay, so as mentioned last week, we are looking for this impulsive. You can see here the price previously respected here, so the price also respected and reversed. If you look at the price, if you look at the price nicely respected and reverse, so what is the next step we are looking for? We need a confirmation. Okay, so how we look at the confirmation, that's what exactly I'm going to explain to you guys. So you can see here the price, this is the low been broken. Price failed to stay below this level. Price nicely broken, and this is the area of confirmation. Price nicely give us the confirmation. And if you look at my previous analysis of education analysis about the patterns, what kind of pattern is developed in order to give us the strength on the dollar? We look at here, we can see here price develop head and shoulder pattern. So we had a long trade here. So you can see here, we've been long from last week on dollar, and all the major against the dollar was bearish. So you can see here, even we can see here at this stage, if you look at the candlestick pattern, what kind of candlestick pattern is developed? This is the bullish engulfing candle that give us the high probability of sign of bullishness on the dollar. So right now, and you can see at this box we did, which we explained while the price was here, that this is the area where price previously respected many times. Pay attention to detail, what I'm trying to say now. Every time when the price break major support and resistance, it requires an impulsive reaction. As you can see here, we had an impulsive reaction to the upside. So you can see here the price nicely broke on this high and this high. So what we look at, okay, let's see here if the price is going to continue. Every time when the price break recent high and low, we're expecting that we're looking for the price action if the price is going to respect or not, which price nicely did. Even today, as explained to my trader, we were expecting some news today for the dollar. As mentioned here, we're looking for, let's see if the price is going to break or not, which price nicely came back and respected. We have, you can see the price nicely broken. This is we call a liquidity. Price have taken a beautiful long trade here, and that's we have seen all the major against the dollar was negative. Okay, so if you look at the news, we have one news was manufacturer PMI, which is 49 point, which is the negative, and then we have another one, which is a positive. So the way we look at this give us sort of like a confusion, but we look at the high time frame, we look at in the daily and 4-hour, as explained to you. In daily, we can see here the price develop a double bottom here. That give us the high probability of continuation. And in 4-hour, we were looking this situation, and we look at where, because we look at the market makers, where the market maker is going to head, we're going to take to that area. So we basically take this fundamental and then we verify through technical analysis. That's where we look at the price nicely develop a bullishness. Price broke on this one, and beautiful. You can see here we have another major resistance, and price impulsively broken and continue. Right. So what is next? What we're looking here. So if you look at the daily charts, because I do analysis every single day, but this is the weekly basis. So we have to look at the major support and resistance on daily basis. So then we can plan. So we can see here right now, the price is respected this area. So what we're expecting here, let's see here if this is the point of interest where we're looking here, some price action possibility of short trade here. So if you look at here, the previous price action, we already have this impulsive reaction. After that, if the price is going to develop, correction or not impulsive reaction. We'll see. This is the point of interest where I'm expecting the target. And if the price going to continue, look for opportunity, possibility of opportunity for sure. But price has broken this one. That's a sign of continuation. If the price going to break this level, then second level we were expecting here, this is the area. This is the way we look at, and then we look at in 4 hour and see here what sort of price action has been developed. You can see here the price is developing a low, high has been developed, higher, higher, low, high. So it's been developed. That's the good sign of continuation, the dollar. So of course, if the dollar is getting stronger, so all the majors, should be negative. So if you look at the Euro USD, we have, if you look at the last week, when I did analysis, we were looking here. And as I mentioned here, that price was at this level last week. As I said to you, I'm expecting some correction, one more push to the upside. This is the target we were expecting. Price nicely hit this profit target, squeeze amazing profit. And then I also mentioned you last week, if the price failed to maintain above this level, let the price give us the confirmation. So you can see here, price nicely broken this low, and after that, the price retest, give us the confirmation. That's a sign of continuation to the downside, and vice versa. If you look at the dollar index, dollar was getting stronger. So we have, validate through the price action and through the price pattern that the possibility of euro might be a short here. If you look at here, this should be look like a head and shoulder pattern. So last week we've been short here, and this morning I'm going to show you. You can see the price develop. Let's look at the daily ones. So let's look at the daily structure first. So you can see here the price nicely develop a double top here, sign of continuation. And if the price gonna continue, where the major support and resistance, a major support area, this is the area which you can see here, price previously respected and also respected. If the price gonna continue, this is the area where I'm expecting some price action. So this is what we're looking here. So let's look at the 4 hour chart, and let's look at the today, how we analyze the market, and how we help our traders to squeeze amazing profit. So if you look at the way we look at the major support and resistance. If you look at the previously price respected here many time here, you can see here many times. So we were expecting some, either this price going to break and give us the confirmation for continuation to the downside, or possibility of price might going to develop a pullback and the target around this level, which price nicely hit. So this morning at the market open, we have this beautiful long trade here. There's a two reason which we have given to our traders in MyQFX platform. If you look at this candle, is a bullish engulfing candle that give us a sign of continuation to the upside. As soon as the price hit, as I said to my trader, we have news is mixed for the euro too and dollar too. So, but we look at the price action. We had this beautiful long trade. As soon as the price hit this level, well, let's wait for the price action. Let's wait for the news. So if you look at this candlestick pattern, we have bearish inside candle pattern, and we have the news reaction of this one breakout, and after that, beautiful short trade here. So let me share with you the let me show you the MyQFX platform, and let me share with you how we analyze these entries, just to help you guys to understand. Okay, so if you look at the Euro USD and Euro USD, we had this beautiful, okay, right. So we have this beautiful, you can see here, we were looking this price structure, pretty straightforward. We look at the 4 hour and we explain this is a symmetry triangle pattern. And if you look at the price action, price develop low high has been developed. So we were looking the structure breakout, and as explained, let the price break any recent high and give us the confirmation. So you can see here the price nicely broken and retest. As soon as the price hit this level, as explained, tightening consider your stop loss. Even we also did another analysis to break out, because we just continuously updating this analysis. So we have another beautiful a long trade here. That was the pretty straightforward, just to the New York session. Just this basically to help our trader not to miss this opportunity. We had this beautiful long trade here. And another beauty of our platform, you can see this momentum was long here. and the price developing is low, high is been developed. That's the sign of continuation. In 4 hour, we've been looking long here, and that give us the high probability. As soon as the price hit to the previous high, that's what explains time to consider, banking some profit. So we did this analysis. So after that, we explained to Water, let's wait for the news to this data to release and look for the opportunity. So you can see here after that, price nicely respected, and we had this beautiful short trade here, which we explain here in intraday. As explained over trader, the prices refuse to stay above this level, and if the price going to break and give us the confirmation, then look for short, otherwise continuation long here. So you can see here, this is the area which price refused to stay above, and if you look at this area, price nicely broken, and if you look at here, we have head and shoulder pattern, which we explain, and after this breakout, you can see here price nicely develop another pullback. So that was a beautiful short trade here. So the whole thing, which is I'm trying to explain to you, the way we look at in 4 hour, what's happening here, and then we look at in intraday, what kind of price action has been developed, and we always follow the basic price action, which is the price behavior, price structure, and the pattern. So all these things is important based on that, and plus we have our own proprietary system which help us to basically follow the price action. So we had a beautiful short trade here. So upcoming, moving forward, this is the price action which is I'm expecting here. This kind of rejection, I can see here the bearish rejection. Keep in mind, this current candle is not finished yet. If we see the sign of continuation, then this is the area where I will see the price action here. So that's what exactly we are looking into it in Euro USD. So let's look at the pound dollar. And pound dollar, we can see here, we have, let's look at the 4 hour chart. Okay, so last week we had this impulsive reaction, and after this impulsive reaction, price developed, pulled back here, and the price repeatedly respecting here. So you can see here, we draw this line and explain, let's see the price is going to break, price refuse. So being an intraday last week, we also had a long and short trade here. I'm going to show you today as well. This is the way we do it, but we always follow the major structure here. We have this early sign. You can see here, this is the early sign of reversal. This is called a rising wedge. That's give us the early sign of, to the downside. But when that's going to happen, that's the key important thing. And that's why we align those structure with the fundamental news. And if this news is going to help the price to break the structure, then we look for this opportunity. So we had this last week, we had this beautiful breakout. As you can see here, the price nicely broken and retest, give us the confirmation. So last week we had this beautiful short trade here. So at the market open, you can see here we have a very strong bullish candle. But before that, price nicely came back here, and I did the analysis. I said, guys, this is the breakout, what I'm looking here. I will explain to you in intraday. So we had this at the beginning of the market open. We've been long here. We had this beautiful long here. And as soon as the price hit this level, as you can see here, which is previously respected. So we were expecting some price action at this level as a reversal. So we also had a nice, beautiful reversal short trade here. Now, let me explain to you how we analyze the market in 4 hour and intraday, and help our traders not to miss any opportunities. If you look at the pound dollar analysis, so we had this beautiful long trade we had it, as you can see here, as soon, and now I'm going to explain you, to understand this pattern. That's what we do, and that's a part of the training we always give through live analysis. When we do live analysis, we explain. So what we're expecting here, pay attention to detail. If you learn these kind of price action techniques, you can apply in any time frame, and you can squeeze amazing pips. So you can see here we have this impulsive reaction. If you look at here, the price broke on this area. So as mentioned here with this arrow, that this is the area we were expecting some pullback. That's the sign of continuation. But what happened here? You can see here, instead of pullback, price develop a false breakout. So what we have mentioned here, this area, if the price refuse to continue to the downside, then let the price break and give us the confirmation that the price don't want to come down, is going to continue up, then we look for the opportunity. So if you look at the based on the analysis, you can see here price did not develop a pullback based on this analysis. Instead, price impulsively came back here and retest, and that's why in our intraday analysis is the price action. Our charting is so amazing that it gives us the pure price action, much easier to understand. So you can see here the price nicely broken as mentioned here after the breakout, give us the confirmation. You can see here this is the area price refused to break this level, and if you look at the bottom, that's what we explain every day in FX on MyQFX platform. Price develop a low high, that's the high probability of one more push to the upside. Momentum is bullish. So that was a beautiful pullback long trade here. As soon as the price hit this level, that's what explain is over traders time to bank some profit. Just keep in mind that we were looking in 4 hour at this level and daytime at this level. So even if you look ahead in 4 hour and in intraday, if you look at the 4 hour, price nicely develop, come back here and retest, fail to stay below this level and give us the confirmation and hit this profit target. So we had this beautiful long trade here. And we also had another beautiful, let me explain to you. We have another beautiful analysis. We had it. That was the pretty straightforward. When we did this analysis based on the previous analysis, we continuously monitoring the price structure and helping our trader not to miss any opportunity. So you can see here, we explain that price refuse here. So if you haven't taken this one, so let the price break and look for the opportunity. As you can see here, the price nicely broken. And after that, we have pullback here, another pullback, nicely hit to the profit target as explained over traders time to bank some profit. So once the price hit in the 4 hour level here, at this level, as you can see here, around this level, and that's what explained over trader, it's time to bank some profit and let's wait for the news. If the news is good for the dollar, then I'm expecting continuation to the downside, otherwise long here. So we bank some profit and explain, let's wait for the news. So after that, we have another beautiful analysis. We see the impulsive reaction to the downside. So once we see the impulsive reaction, 4 hour chart, we said, okay, guys, we have this false breakout is developed. Price, based on the price action, price should stay above. Keep in mind, every time when the price break any recent high and low, it should, most likely it respected, but here it price refused. For this area, which price previously respected, I say, if the price gonna break, then take a short run. Even if the price break and give us the confirmation, that's the high probability of continuation. As you can see here, the price nicely broken even after that retest. So apart from that, we also did another analysis to any pullback would consider a high probability trade, because we have seen the data is released. That was a mixed data for the dollar. We have a manufacturer PMI was negative and services PMI was positive, and the price was here, and we have seen this candlestick pattern is developed. This is a purely candlestick pattern, give us the bullish rejection. So we are looking for another pullback short trade here. So we did another analysis instantly, and that was the beautiful last trade we had it. As you can see, self-explanatory, everything clear that price broken this low here. So what I'm expecting here, sign of continuation, that's going to be the first priority. We are looking into it because the data was the mix. There's a possibility price might going to develop a false breakout at this level. And after that, if the price is going to give us the confirmation, then long here. But the first priority always be looking for the short. And that's why look at the momentum was bearish. So we were looking high probability was short. As soon as the red candle developed, price nicely broken and nicely hit to the profit target. And that's why I explained over traders time to bank some profit. So you can see, guys, how we analyze in 4 hour and how we analyze the entry. But if you are not MyQFX member, you can still use 5-minute chart, but most welcome, join MyQFX and watch all this analysis in real time. So we analyze the market every single day. All of my analysis has been recorded here twice a day, one in New York session, one is London morning session. All right, so let's look at the upcoming opportunities. Let's look at the daily as mentioned here. We can see the current candle is not finished yet, but this candle is give us the rejection here. So what I'm expecting here, if the price gonna continue, so I'm expecting a bit further down and looking price action here. So once the price gonna here at this level, then we'll see what kind of price action is going to develop. If there's any reversal pattern, we're gonna look at the intraday now. If any sort of like a reversal pattern develop, then we're looking along, otherwise continues in short here. So as always mentioned in our intraday system, we look at here all the reversal pattern, which is already explained. And if you don't, and we look at here, if you go to the Academy section, and here you can see this is the standard you will find on the internet too. This is the basically we are looking any reversal pattern for this one. If I see double bottom, head and shoulder pattern, or falling, failing wedge, if I found that kind of pattern in our intraday system, then probably we're going to be looking at this level, a counter long trade here. Otherwise, if we see the continuation, so if you look at the right now, what sort of price action has been developed in pound dollar, we've been short here, so we're looking here. So we can see here, we look at the 4-hour chart all the time. That's what we kept on the right side and the left hand side. We look at this one. So what we're looking here right now is possibility of one more pullback, and that pullback can be like this one here. So we're looking here because in 4 hour the candle is not finished yet. So what we're looking here, this is the area which previously price respected. So my first priority will be the pullback short trade here. That's going to be the first priority. But if the price refuse to develop a pullback, pay attention to detail. We have this area. Let me do the analysis for you guys so that you will understand. Oh yeah, so let me open it. Okay. Right. So if you look at the price section, we have price previously respected here. We have this area which is previously price respected here. So our first priority will be the pullback at this level. This is the first priority we were looking here. And pay attention to detail. The high probability pullback is if the price going to break this wedge. You can see here this one. Let's assume price does not develop a pullback. Instead, the price is going to go reversal, so which is called a reversal trade, which is we call a counter trade. For that, we always mention let the price break any recent high, and if the price gonna break, give us the confirmation, then we're gonna go in this direction. Otherwise, first priority always be towards the momentum and towards the trend. So this is what we're looking here. So now we have to wait for the price, and let's see here if the price is going to follow this, then we will update. Okay, so this analysis has been done. And if you click on it, so you can see this is the analysis, this is the live market. You can see the price impulsively came back here. So it doesn't mean that I should be taking a long trade here. I need to wait for that. And if the price going to give me after this breakout pullback, then I'll be looking. Otherwise, I'm not looking for long here. So pay attention to detail. This is what exactly we do. And if you look at the 4-hour chart, you can see here the price is at the support level, which is previously respected. And in 4-hour, we look at the closing of this candle. So I see there's a possibility price might gonna respect this level, but if I see this candle cover more than 50% of this one, then I look at the intraday, if I see the price broken this high and give me the confirmation, then I'll be looking for long. So this is the way we look at every single day. I hope that makes sense. All right, let's move into the dollar CAD. Dollar CAD, we had beautiful last week. As I said to you, if I see the correction, then I'm expecting one more push to the downside, but price instead develop a false breakout, taken all this liquidity, and then beautiful long trade here based on the news. We had nice, beautiful. So now we also had this short trade here this morning. We were looking this structured breakout, but let's look at the daily one. Okay, so daily, what sort of price action? Sorry for all these lines because we every day analyze the market. So if you look at the daily point of view, we can see how they have this impulsive reaction. Price sort of like develop a correction here. And after that, we can see here this strong bearish candle is developing it. But this candle is not finished. This is a daily candle, that's what I'm saying to you. So we're going to look at if the price is going to continue or not. And if you look at the, okay, so if you look at the what we can see here, the major support area, this is the previous high, but if you look at here, we have another price section. You can see here previously price respected here. This is the daily one. So if you look at the 4-hour chart, You can see here price almost respected here, but we haven't seen next candle, closing candle give us the confirmation. But being an intraday, we already have taken the short trade here. We'll see if the price is going to develop any reversal pattern, then we're going to take, otherwise we're going to continue taking a short trade here. So if you look at the dollar CAD analysis, we had it this morning. We had, okay. So we had one short trade. This is a pretty straightforward. We're looking this breakout, price nicely broken. We squeezed a few pips, and afterwards we had another beautiful short trade here. That's the pretty straightforward. As soon as the price reversed, as mentioned here, so that's what we explain over trader unless the price break. Because if you look at here, price repeatedly respected this area. You can see it previously. So what we're expecting here, the price break, give us the confirmation for long. Otherwise, if the price cannot break this area and look for short. And if you look at here, the price nicely broken, even after the breakout, price give us the confirmation. That's the high probability and momentum is bearish. And as soon as the price hit to the support level, we explain it's time to consider banking some profit. Okay, so if you look at the current price structure for the dollar CAD, so what we're looking here, so we're looking here, this is the price action. So what is the next possibility here? What sort of price action has been developed? So right now, because we know trading at the moment, because we have London open is, it's basically London closed. So let me do the another analysis quickly for you guys. Okay, so let's look at the basic price action. Always make it simple. Make it simple. You can see here price previously respected here. We have this area, which you can see here the price should stay below this level, which is price refuse. So what we're looking here, this breakout opportunity. Let me explain to you why I'm saying that. This is the area. This is the area. If you look at the previous price action, let's follow the basic price action and then I can explain to you. You can see impulsive correction, impulsive. Impulsive, we did not see any correction. Instead, we have impulsive. After impulsive, we see the correction. Then we have impulsive. Then we see correction. Then we hit impulsive, right? Now, instead of correction, we have seen impulsive reaction. After impulsive, we see the correction, right? So based on that, that might be a possibility of one more push to the upside. So because the price is already broken this area, so I'm more confident that the price break this one and look for the opportunity. Safest way for me to look for the down, if the price cannot break, give us the confirmation, then looking for short trade here. So this is the way we look at every single day. We analyze the market, how the price is behaving it, and then we look at the opportunity accordingly. Then another very important thing is, because you need to understand, London is closed now, New York session is still open, as you can see here. So when London session is open, and the New York is open, then you can see volatility. Right now, the market is not volatile. So this is the breakout. Another point of interest, which is I'm going to give it to you. If the price break and develop and then create a wedge here, that's the high probability of short trade here. So pay attention to detail, and this is what we're looking into it. So now we are looking this breakout opportunity on pound, on dollar CAD here. So okay, so let's move it to another one, dollar yen. Then we're gonna finish. Is almost time. Okay, so dollar yen, if you look at, let's look at the daily one. Okay, so you can see here we have this rejection here, and after that the price nicely respected here. This is the point of interest. We had it, and we had a beautiful long trade here. And if you look at this is the area which the price previously respected here. And you can see here the price nicely respected here and develop a beautiful pullback. And also this channel has been developed. So if you look at the 4-hour chart, and you can see here, all right, so we have this impulsive reaction. After that, price came back, and you can see here sort of like price developed a false breakout, could not maintain below this level, broken and give us the confirmation. The way we look at here, if you look at this candlestick pattern, this candle is covered more than 50% of this one. So this morning we had this beautiful, as explained to my trader, this morning the price has broken. If the price is, so technically every time when the price break a recent high and low, we're expecting some pullback. So this morning we explained over trader, the price has broken this level. So let's see here if we can get another pullback. And if you look ahead, this candle is sort of like we look at the body, you can see very strong bullish body, which is sort of like a bullish engulfing candle. Beautiful breakout was performed. And after that, as explained at the New York session, we were waiting for that news. Let's see here if the news is good. Then we're expecting this beautiful, and which I already explained to my trader on the live analysis. We have this beautiful breakout, hit to the profit target, squeeze amazing profit. So let's look at the dollar yen analysis if I can find it. Just give me 1 second. Okay, so dollar yen. So we had this beautiful long trade here, pretty straightforward, as you can see here, which is self-explanatory. Explain pullback. Any pullback, we're looking at long trade here. That's what we explain. The first priority always be the pullback. And this is the part of the training, we always explain any pullback would consider pullback. Once we squeeze some profit, and we also mentioned look for another pullback, and we had it another beautiful long trade here at the New York session. That was a pretty straightforward price develop a sideways market, and we're looking for this breakout. And if you look ahead, the price nicely broken, and after the breakout price retest, momentum was bullish, and as explained, look for another pullback. We had a beautiful pullback long trade here, and trader squeezed amazing profit on this one. So that was a beautiful long trade here on dollar yen. So what is next? Let's go back to the daily one, and let's see the price action. Okay, so even though we can see here very strong bullish candle, and if I see the candle close above this level, I'm expecting one more push. We're just gonna follow the basic price action. So let's see if we can get another pullback. And previously, let's see here, if the price gonna continue, we are looking at target around this level. But if I see the counter opportunity, then we being a trader, intraday trader, we don't miss any opportunity, even if it's a counter opportunity. We are looking here. So what is next? We are looking here. So if you look at the price action here, so we can see here we have impulsive reaction, sort of like the price is developing a correction, right? So if I'm going to be taking a short trade here, what should be looking at, or what should be if I'm going to be taking a pullback long? So let me do the analysis for you guys. Okay, so if you look at the price action, we have this impulsive reaction. And what I'm expecting here, we're just going to look, you can see here previously price respected here, and price also came back and developed another wedge here. So this is the point of interest we're looking here, and this is the point of interest. You can see this is the low here. This is what I'm looking for. Our first priority always be towards the momentum, towards the trend. We are looking a pullback. That's what we're going to look at here. Let's suppose if the price develop a false breakout here, and after the breakout, price retest, give us the confirmation, then we're going to look at the counter trade here. Otherwise, first priority always be towards the momentum and towards the trend. And that's what we do every single day. So if you look at here in 4 hour, the reason why there might be a possibility of counter opportunity, reason why we mentioned here, because if you look at here, the price previously respected here, respected here, there might be a possibility of counter opportunity, because we are looking along here, but from here, we can still squeeze some few pips. Why I'm saying that? Because we already did in pound yen today. So let me give you another example of pound yen today. Okay, so if you look at the pound, and let's look at the daily one. Let's look at the Okay, so daily, you can see here very strong bullish candle. Yeah, continuation. So price nicely respected. Now we are looking here. Previously, we have some rejection. Let's see here if the candle close above, then I'm expecting continuation, and around this level, we'll see here. Let me share with you how we analyze today in 4 hour. Okay, so this is 4 hour now, yeah? Let's look at the daily. Yeah, daily we are looking. Sorry, guys. I was looking at 4 hour and thinking daily. So this is the daily charts, right? So you can see here, this is the early sign of rejection. You can see a bull and bear fighting going on. This candle defined the bull has been taken care of it. And then beautiful, and price nicely came back to this level. So now we're expecting here, let's see here if the price is going to break or not. Closing of this candle give us the significant information of bull strength, because we will consider this one as a bullish engulfing candle and expecting continuation to the upside. But we also have the major resistance level possibility price might going to respect. In either way, how we analyze the entries and how we look at. So what I'm expecting here, if the price is refused at this area, then I'm expecting a possibility of counter opportunity. But if the price break, give us the confirmation and long trade here. So let's look at the 4-hour chart now. All right, so in 4-hour, what we can see here, the price nicely respected. This morning, we had this beautiful long trade here. We were expecting price might going to respect, fail. We had beautiful at this area, as this area. Then we had a counter short trade here, squeeze amazing profit. And we also had a long and short both. So let me share with you how we analyze the pound yen. And okay, so if you look at the pound yen, okay, so this was the pretty straightforward. We had a long trade here. This is the New York session analysis, by the way, guys. So we had, I think we already had, let me open this one. Let's see here. You can see how many analysis we did. You can see here. Beautiful. We continuously analyzing the market. This is the counter short we had it. And the last trade we had it, this one, the beautiful long trade here, and then counter. So let me share with you. This is the New York session analysis we did. And I did live analysis for this one, as explained. I said there might be a possibility of pullback short trade here. And let me explain to you. A pullback short trade here. Then I said, look, the price developed a false breakout. So let the price break the structure and look for the opportunity. Once the price broken and pulled back, we explain traders to consider banking some profit. And if I show you here, which we already explained to my trader, let's see here, the recording. Leaves if sentiment and give us the rejection, even though price is still respecting it. And if I see very strong bearish candle respect continuation to the downside, otherwise if the price going to continue, I'm looking at price action around this level or this level on the opportunity. So let's see it. But right now, if you look ahead, we already had this breakout is performed. So, which is a pretty straightforward. So what I'm expecting here after this breakout, I'm expecting a pullback and continuation. But let's suppose if the price develop a false breakout, give us the confirmation then go in. So after this one, let's look at the current price action now. So we have price develop, possibility of pullback at this level. That's what we're expecting, the sign of continuation. But if we keep an eye on this area, that's the area. This price did not develop. So technically, I would say that this, I know this is the pullback is pretty standard, straightforward price action we're looking at, but the price should stay below this level, the price refuse. So simplest way I would say, let the price break and give us the confirmation. Okay. For this opportunity. So this is the analysis we did. And once the price profit target hit, we explain it's time to make some profit. But as mentioned here, that we were expecting some possibility of counter opportunity at this level. So when the price hit this level and we look at what kind of price action has been developed in intraday. So we said, okay, guys, this is the rising wedge has been developed. So now we should be looking at short trade here. And if you look at the price action here, the price developed here, pretty standard, straightforward. Look at double top here, broken. I say, guys, when we see the impulsive, I say, guys, enjoy short trade here. As soon as the price developing here, I say, guys, consider banking some profit. I'm expecting continuation to the upside because still we can see in 4-hour So again, this is again, we said price action pattern, price behavior is very important. So this is the rising wedge, we call it, and which is already mentioned you because we already had it. This price action here, which is you can see here the price chart, this kind of rising wedge developed. So we have taken based on that. We had a beautiful short trade here. And afterwards, if you look at right now, the price shoot up again. So the way we explain every time when the price, you can see here, price develop a double bottom here, price broken, and after that, price retest, give us the confirmation. That's the sign of continuation. You can see here. So now we are looking upcoming hours and upcoming days. Let's see here if the price is going to respect, then I'm expecting downside, otherwise continuation. But as always mentioned to my trader, if I don't see the price breaking in recent low and give us the confirmation, we're not looking short. So this is the trade we had it, and we had an amazing trade. So again, upcoming, we are looking, let's see here if the price is going to respect this area, which is previously respected, then possibility of counter opportunity, otherwise continuation of long trade here. So this is what we are looking for, upcoming opportunity. I hope that makes sense. Okay, guys, so I think that's it for now. We are sorry for the being delay for today. I think that's slightly, we had some tech issue. That's quite normal. And I'm happy to take questions. If you have any questions or anything you want to ask about the trading, most welcome. I'm more than happy to answer all of your questions. Okay.
Hey, Ashraf.
Hello, Dr. KP.
Wow, amazing analysis again from the master, right? And I always want to ask some questions because, like,
Oh,
I always hear you say volatility and the news. So
yeah,
it seems like volatility and the news gives a lot of our forex trader a chance of opportunities. So
yeah.
that being said, I was kind of like curious because the US dollar
Mm-hmm.
is really always a huge factor in Forex. And do you
Mm-hmm.
think when the tariffs of the US will be implemented on the 2nd of April, that's what I'm looking at in the news, would that be an opportunity of volatility for the trade?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because the thing is, there's a few things because we look at how the market maker is going to take those kind of decision. So we basically align those information in a different ways. We look at how the stock market is going, right? Because
Yeah.
the thing is, if it's stock market is in bearish, so it means it's no good sign for the dollar, right? So
Mm,
this is the way we look at, and then we look at, okay, there might be a possibility because at the moment we always pay attention to Bloomberg and all the news, what's happening in the financial sector in terms of businesses and everything, because most of the businesses, they are struggling into it because I'll give you an example here. Most of the productions, their material has been uh, developed outside of the US, and if they're going to put tariff, the price is going to higher, so they're going to import expensive, and of course, so that's going to make impact to the economy, to the end user, and plus the businesses, right? For the
mm,
time being, it's might gonna make a little bit different situation, and that's why we look at how the stock market is doing it. And if it's doing good, it means the dollar is getting stronger, but if not, then possibility dollar is getting weaker. But in nutshell, because we are a retail trader, we have less resources as compared to the getting information inside. And because most of the terminals, they are very expensive. If you really want to take information inside what's happening in the financial market, I always advise to the retail trader that no matter whatever happen, no matter whatever is somebody is saying to you, you should be follow the simple basic principle. We call it KISS method, means keep it simple, stupid. Means if you see the chart is moving down, then it means it's okay. If not, we don't believe whatever the news is, because news can be a speculation or could be anything. So like, for example, we look at, let's suppose the news is going to release in certain time period, then we look at in dollar index, we look at here where are the major support and resistance. So let's assume if the price gonna continue long around this level, and we were expecting possibility of down at this level dollar, and at that time we look at what kind of fundamental is about to release, and if there's something tariff, something related tariff, even though sometime Trump makes some speech that creates some little bit of volatility, and I like them because I like because I remember last time when
Really?
every time.
Trump's opinion matters, huh?
Yeah, because last time when his last tenure, we said why the market is moved. They said that Trump tweet something about that, you know. So and we need a volatility in the market. So so this these kind of the opportunities we are looking for it. But again, Dr. KP, the thing is if you look at the general concept point of view, it might be a negative sign for the dollar, because as we have seen the negative, sentiment on the stock market, but we don't take it that information unless we see it here in the chart.
On the chart, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's what we look at. But let's suppose if like today the news was mixed, the trader was say, okay, one news is good, one is bad. What shall we do? I said, okay, just follow the market makers.
Mm-hmm.
And if the chart is allowing us, that's why technically is a very, very important, very, very important and crucial. And fundamental is the first, no doubt. Fundamental is the first, and then you need to validate this fundamental news. And how you're going to validate, that's why we look at the technical, which is look at the price action. And if that align with the fundamental, that's amazing. Then you can take a lot of opportunity into it.
Well, I think it's like being a doctor, you get all my signs and symptoms, but I
Yeah,
still have to take a look when I do my surgery and see
yeah,
if those symptoms is really reflecting. So as I look
yeah,
at you, so you have all the news, but it's
yeah.
that is why you need my QFX, because you need the experts to really give you guidance. Does it
That's true.
because I think at the end of the day, you can have all the news, but it's still the trend and the chart that you have to really make your final decision, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. Because the thing is, we need to validate what information is broadcast by the top analyst or top, government. And if, we need certain tool to validate those information. We can't just blindly open the trade. Okay, because dollar is going to go weaker, but if dollar is not going to go weaker, why should we do it? You know?
Yeah, that is
So
what I like what you said. You cannot just blindly do a trade, and that is where
no,
your expertise comes from. Thank you, Ashraf. I'm always like
yeah,
learning every Monday, and
oh, that's good.
keep doing
That's
what you're
good.
doing. We're loving it. Thank you.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I like it. I like it. All right, guys. Any other questions? So the best thing is you can develop your knowledge. Uh, and if you're a member of MyQFX platform, even if you're not trading it, I would recommend, please, most of the time go through this morning analysis and the New York session analysis. When you watch this analysis, because you will learn some price action. And if you keep watching it, you will learn it. And I'm pretty sure that all this analysis, when you watch it, and it will make sense to you, okay, what we are looking for it. And then the best thing is you can keep practicing it in the platform, just take a short trade here, take a long trade here, and see how it works. So that's why we build this virtual platform. There's no money into it. Just making a pips means like we want to improve your decision making. And if once we improve the decision making, then second stage becomes like for the for the money management, which we also part of the training we have to we will provide you. All right, that's it for now. Okay, so next week we'll keep you updated because we have some religious festival on probably so on we have a Eid. So probably I said that's the only time I would prefer to spend with my family, not with the charts. right? And that's it. And wish you all the best. And most welcome. Keep, log into the MyQFX platform, going through all this analysis, and develop your trading skill. And once you develop it, then definitely there's an opportunity for you guys to make a lot of money. All right, that's it for now. All the best. Take care. Until next time, all the best.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.